Hello, welcome back to these videos where I teach you English every day. Of course, in this video, we'll teach you about the PEGOT, Pulitzer, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. So Pulitzer, of course, book. I'll recommend a book for you to help you study English. And Emmy will be a TV show, and Grammy will be some music or a song. And then, of course, Oscar is a movie, and Tony is either a theater play or sometimes I use animation. And in today's one, I think we have both. So let me open up my screen here and let's see. So today, since it's December, I'm using the topic of Christmas. And for the first one, the book, what to recommend will be How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Before I start, don't forget to give us a like below and share these videos with your friends and family. We want more people to learn more English quicker. So, and of course, subscribe and watch until the end. We'll give you some special tips at the end. Of course, the book is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I read this book, Dr. Seuss. For any person who studies English, well, for any English speaker, I think in America anyway, I read a lot of Dr. Seuss when I was a kid. It helps you learn English. All of his books. He's written over 50 books, originally from I think Switzerland, but he's Dr. Seuss. That's his author name. This is the one about Christmas where the Grinch stole Christmas. I won't let you know the story, but anyway, it's a neat story about the Grinch who doesn't believe in Santa, doesn't believe in Christmas. By the end of the book, he does, and they have a great feast at the end of the book. And any Dr. Seuss book is great to learn English because it's repetitive. It repeats a similar pattern, so it's easy to learn. Like the most famous of his is Cat in the Hat, of course. So, of course, this is a great one. And if you haven't seen it yet, yeah, this is a great movie in 2000, I think. Jim Carrey did it. Yeah, Jim Carrey convinced the writer to let her do it. So it's a great. You can watch. I'll link these in the notes for this video. And of course, you can watch the trailer here for the movie, which is great. But I recommend the book even more. The movie is more detailed. The book is short, so the movie adds some stuff. So, but they're both good for Christmas season. Then, of course, moving on to Emmy will be TV shows. TV shows is hard to pick, but I pick things that I watched a lot as a kid. For example, here again, I'll link these in the show notes. The top one here, it's about 15 minutes long, is this one. You can see the famous snowman is presenting here, and it's called Rudolph the Red-nosed Reindeer 1964 special. This TV special I watched every single year growing up. Every year it's on TV. It teaches about basically about how Rudolph has the red nose and he got bullied. It's kind of an anti-bullying story. Another TV show that I might recommend will be here. Personally, myself, I like this more, Frosty the Snowman, but because it's animation, this is more clay. I thought that I would recommend the Rudolph one. Frosty one is popular too, but if you like Frosty more, then maybe the 1969 Frosty animation version is interesting. It's about how it's shorter, only 26 minutes. And it's about how you should take advantage of everything, every experience you have. Don't have regrets. Like live your life to the fullest. But the Rudolph one is great. It teaches, of course, anti-bullying, and it helps you learn about the song and about Rudolph and his friends and how he helps Santa. But it's a great TV show. And of course, moving on to what do we have next? Music. That's right. So in the music part here, this is actually me singing, doing Jingle Bells. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing the sleighs all tonight. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, so of course, those are the gestures that I made up for the song. So please enjoy that. It's on our YouTube page, of course. It's a Jingle Bells song number 26 in our song ones, which are usually on Tuesday. But also, I made a Christmas file that you can check out with this song. So please enjoy that during this season. And of course, here, Home Alone. So Home Alone, of course, here is a great movie with Macaulay Culkin, of course. And some people might not think it's Christmassy, but because it happens during Christmas, it's same like Die Hard. If you ask Americans what are the most common Christmas movies, I think they would say top three would be It's a Wonderful Life, which is a very interesting movie, which I recommend from 1940s, and then Home Alone, and then Die Hard. And Home Alone and Die Hard both happen during the holidays, but don't show Christmassy as much. So Home Alone doesn't show Santa as much, but there are Halloween decorations and there's Christmas. They go to the church, and also there's a Christmas tree in it. That's quite good. Then, of course, well, that was the movie. So, in the last part of the PEGOT, Tony, is the T is this is a Christmas Carol. These are different copies of the same book. It's called A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, very famous British author. I'll link these in the show notes. This is the Wikipedia page about his book. But written, when was it? 1873? Yes, 179 years ago. Even though it's so old, I put this in the Tony part, not in the book or movie part, because there's a movie made about this, and the book is probably the most famous. But in America, at least, church theater, we do this every year. So when I was in church, every year when I was in junior high and high school, this is the play that we play every year. So I guess it's it's about Christmas, but it's not so much about Jesus. It's an interesting story. It's about here. If you let me show you if I can find here the page. It's sorry. Wow, this is slow to load. Here we go. This is a play performed by a church. You can see Bethany Lutheran Church. But like this, where they perform it on stage, my church did too. Every year I perform this, like I was Tiny Tim every year. So every year you're a character in it. So I played this 6 years in a row. So most people, if they've ever gone to a church in America, especially when they were junior and high school age, they probably performed this. By the way, on our YouTube page, we also have if you look at community tabs, we have a community tab asking which one do you prefer during the Christmas season, and it's actually relating to all of these. I recommend. So sorry, I don't recommend. I'm surveying whether you like to read this book, or if you like to watch this TV show, so about Rudolph, or if you like to sing this song, or if you like to watch this movie. And last one, if you'd like to perform or watch this play. So of course, look at that community tab to decide which one you'd like to do. This is a great one. It talks about, I'll link it in the show notes, but this Christmas Carol, he is visited by a ghost, which is here. This is a ghost of his ex-colleague, visits him, and he tells him, you're a very stingy man. You're not very Christmas spirit. So what's going to happen is during the night, so you can see he's chained up. This is Scrooge. He tells Scrooge, okay, during the night, you're going to be visited by three ghosts. One is Christmas past, one is Christmas present, one is Christmas future. And it's similar in idea to the movie I mentioned earlier, It's a Wonderful Life, where It's a Wonderful Life shows what happens if you never existed. This one shows in the same way, in the past, present, and future, what would happen if he didn't exist, or how would it change if he existed differently. So the point is to change his atmosphere. It's a older version of what the Grinch did, where they changed him by the end of the book. They changed him to like Christmas. So hopefully you'll watch this. It's 2 hours, but it's an interesting play, and you'll read the book and also sing the song and enjoy this season. I hope that helps your English study. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe below and share these with your friends and family. Thanks again for everybody watching till the very end. Have a good day, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.